I'm Greg Friedrich. I'm the owner of Gizmos right here in Minnesota. And we built this 33 Ford that we are debuting here at the Minneapolis World of Wheels. We built this car to be a supercar, scaled it out when it was all said and done, and it was 49.5% of the weight in the front, 50.5% in the rear. It's almost exactly the same amount of weight per corner. Power to weight ratio, it's like 3.6, up there with the McLarens, Ferraris, Porsches. Actually beat about half the top 10 cars out there. So this is a 3-window coupe. It's got the suicide type door hinge on it. We went with the traditional door handles, which really fit the car very well. Going into the interior here, it's all distressed leather, kind of a different color combination. It's a grayish colored leather and a brown. When they're put next to each other, they both have more of a brown color. We decided to go with diamonds, just kind of make the car its own, very unique, but have that kind of retro look to it. Up front, it's a big block Chevy, supercharged. It's pretty tame in comparison to supercharged engines. We did dyno it, made about 800 horsepower. That was 2% underdriven. So with a quick change of a couple of pulleys, this thing could make a lot of power real easy. And it is built for it. And it is a low compression engine, so it will run on pump fuel. We built this air scoop all of ourselves. We did use a Kugel front suspension, the A-arms. We kind of integrated it with our own K-member and our own components, but it worked really well. They were really great to work with, and it really complemented the Brembo brakes really well. It's a headwinds headlight. It's got the turn signals in the light. One of the neat things about this air scoop is generally on these show cars, the butterflies either aren't operational or you got a big mechanism hanging off the side here that's real ugly. We kept that all internal, all the mechanism is internal, so as you operate it, they do open, but you don't see any of that. All the hoses that you can see are AN, including the radiator. Speaking of the radiator, that's all hand-built radiator grill shell. Your typical 33 Ford, usually you got a grill shell and behind it a radiator and a gap, and it looks like store-bought pieces that don't go together. So if you take a look at what we have here, it's really a neat thing. The radiator flows into the grill shell, it all works together, and there actually is an overflow on the side of that looks like it's just part of the radiator transition. One of the things, we got the flush mounted taillights. They're LEDs, they're extremely bright. All of our exhaust, including the headers, is chrome plated, front to back. Made this really nice billet tip, turned out really slick. We got a 3-link suspension with our own Watts link that we make. It's all chrome ollie, 4130, nickel plated. Budnick wheels with big Brembo brakes. The rears are the 4-piston, front we got 6-piston brakes. And that's the GTR style brake. So that's all billet nickel plated, really a nice piece. We work with Brembo directly on that. All the cars we build to be driven. They are show cars, they show very well, but they're, at the end of the day, built to be driven. Right now we're going to show it at a couple shows and just kind of enjoy it, but that's the car. That's a couple hints on it, and I hope you enjoyed it.